Welcome to Face, the program
that frontally discusses
political and social issues in Nigeria. The weekly program brought to you on Wednesday by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, anchored by Prince Ewemade Concourse, powered by GCSDN.
Join us.
Hello, good evening to all our wonderful viewers all over the world, and welcome to Face program. This is a program where we frontally discuss political and social issues in Nigeria. This weekly program is brought to you every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, anchored by my humble self, Prince Ewemade Concourse. Our today's topic is it a good idea for Nigerians to use their PVC to punish the political rulers, or cankerworms, like I call them? I'm going to be joined in the studio by our brother, but it's not presently here at the moment, but we have to continue before they join us on the studio here in the studio today. Two political parties have ruled Nigeria over the last 2 decades with nothing to show for it. They are PDP, and the two parties are PDP and APC. They pushed 133 million Nigeria into poverty. We have to vote them out of power for the good of our fatherland. Nigeria was far better under the leadership of late dictator Sani Abacha, when we used to complain then, but now Nigeria is far worse than the situation under the man called dictator. My questions to our wonderful viewers today is, should Nigeria punish the political rulers that have failed them over the last decades? That is my topic for today. As I was just analyzing the program for today, I've been joined now by our brother, Dr. Edmond Ike. Let me bring him to the studio so they can say hi to our wonderful viewers all over the world. Dr. Edmond.
Hello, my brother Prince Ewemade Concourse.
How are you today, sir?
I'm doing fine. Sorry, I'm on the road at the moment.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as you are here in the studio, that's fine by me. Thank you for the time.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And greetings, my fellow Nigerians out there, wherever you are in Nigeria or anywhere in the diaspora. I greet you now.
Yeah, our topic for today, before you join us in the studio now, I just explained to our wonderful viewers all over the world. Is it a good idea for Nigerians to use their PVC to punish the political cankerworm, like I call them? You can call them ruler, you can call them leader, but I call them political cankerworms. That's what they are. Do you think it's a good idea for Nigerians to use their PVC to punish them come 2023?
It's definitely always not just a good idea, a fantastic idea to rise up against your oppressor. And the political cankerworms are our oppressors, are the oppressors of Nigerians, are the oppressors of the downtrodden, are the oppressors of those who have been thrown into poverty by no cause of their own, of the oppressor of those children who have been out of school, over 13 million. Some figure would even say 20 million children out of school. But to keep it mildly, I would say 13 million children out of school. So those that have been displaced within your own country, that's people that are displaced within their own country, living in IDPs. Who is responsible for this? Those that you call the political cankerworms, my brother. So definitely, we have to take it up upon ourselves, make sure unfailingly that we'll vote them out and put the right people in place to begin to build our nation, a place where we shall be proud to be called our home, a place where we will not be called the poverty capital of the world. Nigeria has been poverty capital of the world for a few years now. Poverty capital of the world, for a country so blessed, for a country with rich resources, for a country with brilliant people who are doing good all around the world. But when they come to their motherland, they cannot do well. So we definitely need to vote them out by all means necessary. So I'm appealing that if you have not gotten your PVC, make sure you go pick up your PVC. INEC have put out an announcement that PVC pickup have started since December 12th. December 12th, today is December 14th, so about 2 days ago. So if you haven't taken that advantage, go and get your PVC. From Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, any day of the week, and go pick up your PVC all the way from morning to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Don't be complacent. Don't be the nonchalant. You have to rise up, get your PVC, and vote out APC, vote out PDP, and put in the right people in place. My candidate is Peter Obi for presidential election, and there are other candidates for National House Assembly, for state, even State House Assembly, Senate seats, and then also make sure you look into the governors that are running for offices, their antecedents. Make sure you look into even chairmen, every level of government. Don't just look for just presidency. But for presidency, make sure you vote in Peter Obi of Labour Party. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. My wonderful audience, you just heard from the man, from our special guest in the studio, who also agree with me that they should be called political cankerworms, but that's what they are. It will amaze you that if we go back in history, under the rulership of the late dictator Sani Abacha, if we had to compare that administration with the past administration of Goodluck Jonathan and the present administration of the general without ammunition, you will agree with me that under the late dictator, the man they called dictator Nigeria was far better than what we current leadership of today in Nigeria. Under Late Sani Abacha, Nigeria, we never borrowed any money. Nigeria as a country never borrowed any money from the international market or International Monetary Fund, which is IMF. But over the last 23 and a half years, Nigeria has been borrowing and looting, borrowing and looting. They will borrow in our name, but they will loot in their own name. That has been what the past administration and the current administration have been doing. They've been rotating it. They borrow from Brazil, from China, from India in our name, but they loot in their name. Nigerians should be tired. They should be tired of this present crops of leader that we have today in Nigeria. And without minding any words, they should vote them out, not just only vote them out, they should make sure they vote everything that concerns them, from presidency to the local government level. That will show the kind of frustration or anger that they have towards this political party, especially the APC, who rode into power in 2015 under the pretext of change, because the previous administration of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan failed woefully. Corruption was so high in Nigeria that brought in this failed government that we have today, the APC, the All Criminal Progressive Association, whatever people call them. My next question to you, my brother, what else should the people of Nigeria do besides sending strong message to the political ruler over their displeasure of this current situation?
Nigerians Share the Nigerians living in Nigeria, because at the moment they are the only ones able to vote. People like me and you, we can't vote because we live outside Nigeria. We'll have to come back home during election time to be able to vote, and that is not always convenient, and that's not always possible. So this goes to mostly Nigerians in Nigeria who are able to vote. So you don't just vote to send a strong message. You need to actually remain alert throughout the administration of the administration you put in place. So it's not, your job is not just to go and vote and put an administration in place or elect people into office and then go back and sit down and cross your leg and do nothing. You have to still pay attention to those people you put in the office and see, are they doing what they say they're going to do? Because all these politicians, they produce manifestos. The manifesto of the candidate merge with the manifesto of the party. That becomes the manifesto that they're going to use for the administration of their tenure. So if they don't meet up what is written in their manifesto, what they told you they're going to do according to their manifesto, you have to follow up, ask what is going on. When are we going to benefit from this dividends of democracy? When are we going to see actualization of X, Y, and Z that you mentioned in your manifesto? Or you said that education is going to be subsidized. Why have education have been subsidized? Why are we still paying high tuition? You said that you're going to make sure that ASU never go on strike. Why is ASU on strike for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months? Why is that? You need to ask all these questions and write petitions, make the seat hot for all our leaders. Our leaders they're having a field day because nobody takes them accountable. Nobody takes them accountable. So we need to start taking, holding our leaders accountable, holding them accountable at all times from day one till their last day in office. Then that is what we need to do in addition to voting out the current bad leaders. When we vote in the next leaders that supposedly should be good leaders, we should make sure they remain good throughout their tenure. Because some people, what I realize, some people come into office with good intention. They are good leaders. They're supposed to be good leaders. You've seen what they've done. They were good leaders before they went to office. But because we never hold them accountable, they allow themselves to be corrupted by the bad crops of leaders, and they become bad themselves because, hey, they look at Nigerians, they're not going to hold me accountable. So why even be good? Let me join those bad guys and chop and chop and chop and chop and clean out. So that is what we need to do differently. Hold them accountable from day one to the last day in office. Thank you.
My viewers, you heard directly from the man. He said, hold them accountable. Because we are all dissatisfied with the current situation in Nigeria. That is why you see me out here adding my voice to make to create a better Nigeria, to create a better society. That's why he also added his voice through his own program to create a better society. Nigerians we are frustrated, especially what the present administration has brought upon Nigerians. All you hear from Nigerian youth today is the word Jakpa. Jakpa means travel out of Nigeria.
No, it's not. It's run out of Nigeria. It's not traveling out.
To run out. Thank you for that correction. Jakpa that is the new norm in Nigeria of today. Jakpa. Where are they jakparing to? They don't care if it's Indian, if it's Guatemala. I saw a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I saw it on Facebook. Somebody was advertising for Nigeria to go to Guatemala, that anywhere outside Nigeria is better. For people to go to Guatemala of all countries in the Central America. So this is the Nigeria of today. This is what General Buhari and his cohort have brought upon Nigeria. This is the kind of leadership they've offered to us as citizens of that great nation. In 2015, things were still a lot better, even though they had corruption going on with that administration. Rice was cheap, 6,000, 7,000 you can get a foreign bag of foreign rice Fuel was sold for 87 naira. Bag of meat was sold for 1.2. Egg was sold for less than 100 naira. The list goes on. How much is a bag of rice as we speak today? Bag of rice is sold for 50,000 naira for foreign rice. How much is minimum wage? Minimum wage is 18,000 naira. So how do they expect the poor people to survive? If I earn, for example, 18,000 naira a month, and a bag of rice is sold for 50,000 naira a month, how
Oh,
do I?
excuse me, my brother, excuse me for butting. Minimum wage not 80,000. If minimum wage is 80,000, Nigerians will
No,
be happy.
18,000, 18. Sorry, not
80,
80.
okay, I thought you said
18.
80,000.
No. 80,000 is not a minimum wage. That's a living wage.
Okay.
If Nigerians were paid 80,000 per month, that's a living wage. That's not a minimum wage. So it's not 80, it's 18,000 naira. That's the minimum wage.
But it has been increased. It has been officially been increased to 30,000 naira officially. But some states are still paying 20,000, 18,000. But officially it's 30,000 as of last year or last 2 years. It's been
Okay,
officially.
how many states have implemented that
That's
regulation?
that's a story for another day. But officially it's 30,000, no longer 18,000 as of 2 years ago or a year ago.
Okay, that's fine. Even at that, even at 30,000 naira, a bag of rice is, if, for example, you have a family of 6, and for you people to be able to survive from the first day of the month till the last day of the month, you need at least a half bag of rice. At least half bag of rice. What about beans? What about palm oil? What about other ingredients? Fish that they used to buy for 300-400 naira. Fish, one scubian is sold for over 1,000 naira now. People even cook soup now without meat. This is the kind of Nigeria that APC brought upon Nigerians. That is why, in my clear definition of them, they are cankerworms, because they came to make dry our great nation. This is a nation that every other African country they are envious of. Not because of our intellect, not because of our capacity, or because of our way of life, but because of what God has blessed Nigeria with. From the nook and cranny of Nigeria, we have 44 mineral resources. 44 from the nook and cranny of Nigeria. Dubai. What makes Dubai great? Only oil. But we have more than oil. How come you don't see citizens of Qatar, Oman, you don't see them out jackbarring to other places? Because you know why? They have oil, and their leaders they've been able to manage their resources over time. But the case of Nigeria is completely different. That is why every Nigerian, when it comes to the next election, February 25th, 2023, you must vote against APC and PDP. There's no two ways about it. Because I get upset when I hear some Nigerian youth see clamoring for the man that pee on his pant, the man that could not even hold the Nigerian flag, the man that comes out on the media and be blah blah blue 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 on the media. People are still clamoring to see that man as their chief commander, the commander of Nigeria. That is totally unacceptable. We must move past these two political parties, PDP and APC. We must move past them. Their time is over. To me, their time is over. There's a new sheriff in town now that everybody wants. That's Peter Gregory Obi of Labour Party. That's the new sheriff in town. That's the man every Nigerian youth should queue behind his back. Because I'm going to play a video before I continue. Because if we fail to elect Peter Obi in 2023, we are the problem of ourselves. We, the Nigerian people. Not Tinubu, not Atiku, But we Nigerians, if we fail to elect a credible leader in 2023, I'm going to play a video clip from our brother Dele Farotimi. I want everybody to listen.
The Nigerian is on trial. It is not Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is on trial. It is me and you, all of us, as a collective. It is whether we are either conscious enough to know what is right, or we have lost the capacity as a collective to do the right thing. We can't pretend that this is about Bola Tinubu. It has nothing to do with Bola Tinubu. Any crook can aspire to office. But who are the people voting? Are they also crooks? Are they drug pushers? If you cannot give somebody your child in marriage, why are you appointing him to the presidency? So don't blame Bola Tinubu. God forbid that we have sufficient numbers of idiots and morons to elect him to power. But if that is what happens, don't blame the man. Look to the people. And it's not just those who have voted for him. The persons who refuse to go and collect their PVC and not vote will be responsible. God forbid that happens. The people who have their PVC and decide to play football on that day, they will be equally responsible. So it is not about Bola Tinubu. Let's even not make this a...
My viewers, did you just hear what Dele Farotimi said? God forbid Tinubu is elected on February 25th. God forbid Atiku is elected on February 25th, 2023. Blame yourself. I'll blame myself. We are the ones suffering it. The less privileged in the society, the poor masses are the ones suffering it. The political elite, they are not suffering it with us. At any given time, they jet out of Nigeria. When they are sick, they travel, they jet out and go seek treatment in foreign hospital. Their kids fly from Nigeria to London to come and buy ice cream and go back home. Can you do that? Can you say that, you that is watching this program, as a less privileged person in the society? Can you do that? It is about time that we put sentiment aside. It's my tribe, it's from my region, it's our brother, it's from our place. It is about time that we put all these things aside and face the reality on ground. The reality is Nigeria is not working as of today. God forbid APC or PDP win in 2023. There might not be a country called Nigeria after 2023. A lot will happen. This is the bitter truth. This is the gospel truth. Whether you take it from me or not, if God forbid Atiku or Tinubu becomes the president of Nigeria, Nigeria will go into a station, will cease to exist as a nation, because a lot will be before Nigeria. The dark cloud will be before Nigeria. It is not my word. This is not what God wants for Nigeria as a nation. We have suffered enough. Our intellect are running away from Nigeria. They are running away from Nigeria. Who is going to build Nigeria if everybody keep running? Where I am here, I'm contributing to the economy one way or the other through my taxes. Every Nigerian running away from Nigeria, they are contributing to another mass economy. Who is going to contribute to our own economy if everybody, jackpot away from Nigeria? So that is why we must face the reality on ground. The reality is Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is on a life support. It's on a life support. That life support could be pulled out by 2023 if care is not taken. And for my Igbo brothers, shown the call from the so-called guy sitting in his comfort zone in Finland and asking you people to go on the rampage to start killing your own brothers and sisters. That is totally wrong. That is totally wrong. It's unacceptable. Kano will be free. Yes, the Buhari government must obey the court order and free Unamadi Kano. He has
The
to free him.
Nigerian is on trial.
Sorry, that's a technical error. So, shun the violence of killing your people. This is the only opportunity for Igbo, somebody from the eastern region, from the eastern part of Nigeria, to emerge as the flag bearer of a political party. And you are sitting in your comfort zone, giving order to have your people killed and mailed in your own community. Who does that? The international community will soon come after you. We'll petition the Finland government already, and you'll be picked up like a rat because you are inciting violence in Nigeria. So, Nigeria, this is the only opportunity for us to get it right. Everybody, every Nigerian, irrespective of your tribe, your religion, your political affiliation, give Peter Obi the opportunity to rule Nigeria, even if it's just for one term of 4 years. And let's see if he can deliver on his promises.
The Nigerian is on,
which most of us who have been through who have gone through his record, solely we believe in him. We believe that this man can transform Nigeria. He has what it takes. A man that served for 2 tenures, left the office of the governor, never collected a dime as pension till today. How many other past governors have done the same thing? None. Even the so-called Jagbajan, whatever they call him, the APC presidential candidate. He was the former governor of Lagos State. He's still collecting pension. As a former senator, he's collecting pension. Who are they fooling? So, my fellow Nigerians, let's shun all this. It's from our tribe, our region, it's my townsman. Let's forget about this and let's vote out these political cankerworms. Vote out PDP at all level. Vote out APC at all level. Let's give Labour Party the opportunity to rule Nigeria for at least for 4 years. Let's see what they'll be able to offer Nigerians. My brother, Dr. Edmond.
Yes.
When it comes to showing displeasure with the current rulers, what are other means available to Nigerians?
Constitutionally speaking, there's not a whole lot of tools available for us to use against our leaders, because chapter 2 of the Nigerian Constitution talked about the fundamental objective and policies of state or the policies of government. So that is where they tell us about the educational objective, the political objectives, the social objective, and our foreign policy, our ethics as a nation, national ethics, all those things that the government is supposed to stand for, making sure that education is free, at least at the primary level and secondary level, and then possibly university level. They may not be free in university level, but this is part of our educational objective of government as captured in chapter 2 of our constitution. But the funny thing is that we cannot hold the government up responsible for not doing these things. Because our constitution did not empower us to hold our government accountable for not doing those things. That is captured in chapter 2 of our constitution, because chapter 2 is non-justiciable. At least we are lucky enough to have chapter 4, that is the fundamental human rights of Nigeria. At least that is justiciable. We can actually sue the government for not catering for our human life, for not protecting our life and property. So since we cannot hold them responsible for chapter 2, at least we can hold them responsible on all the items from chapter 4. So I encourage Nigerians to make sure that you hold the government accountable. If the government does not protect our life, and which the government is actually not protecting our life now, then take the government to court. You can actually sue the government for not protecting our life, for making sure that that the livestock in Ogoniland or all Niger Delta as a whole have all been polluted. We have to hold the government accountable. Setting up an NDDC, the Niger Delta whatever commission, that does not function, that does not cater for the people, is not enough. The government have failed us. The commission they set up has failed. So we have to keep urging them, reminding them that they have actually failed. Then security of life and property, that is guaranteed to us. They have not secured us. The whole of Nigeria is not secure. The Northeast is not secure. Northwest is not secure. South is not secure. And Southwest now is becoming security challenge. So we have to rise up to the occasion and bring this to the front burner. So these are all avenues, all tools available for us to keep speaking up and write petition and actually sue the government, so that even though I know the government doesn't obey court orders sometimes, but eventually the government will have to obey the court orders and have to be brought to listen and hearken to the people that bring them to office. And then finally, the most important tool is voting. If you don't do well, vote them out during the election and don't sell your vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Before we continue, I'm just going to take a quick comment here. I have a comment from our brother Mile Ekenem. PDP and APC are two brothers that kill Nigeria as a country and Nigeria as citizens. Nigerians as citizens. A vote for Peter Obi is a vote for a new generation and Nigeria of our dream. God bless you, my brother. A vote for Peter Obi of Labour Party is a vote for a new Nigeria. Yes, a new Nigeria is possible under Peter Obi. Thank you so much. Before we continue, I'm going to show you an education to educate you about Peter Obi. During the coming election, you will not see you will not see Peter Obi. No, sorry, Peter Obi's name is on the ballot paper. His name will be on the ballot paper, but not the actual picture of Labour Party. But you see Peter Obi's picture, if I'm correct, Dr. Edmond.
No, you will not see Peter Obi picture.
Oh, no, sorry, you will not see Peter Obi picture.
You will see the logo of Labour Party. The logo of Labour Party, that Mama Papa Pekin. Yes. There's another logo that have Mama Papa Pekin with some maybe two additional persons. That is Zenith Labour Party. So don't confuse Zenith Labour Party with the actual Labour Party. Labour Party is the original party. Zenith Labour Party is a cut out of Labour Party a few years ago and formed a new party called Zenith Labour Party, and their logo is similar to the Labour Party logo. So don't confuse both logo. The logo that you should vote for is one that have 3 people, Mama Papa Pekin, not the one that have 5 people. Zenith Labour Party have 5 people. So no 5 people, 3 people, Mama Papa Pekin, and they have red and green. The Zenith Labour Party logo have yellow, gold, and some other color, not red and green. So vote for Labour Party that have red and green with 3 people, okay? And on the ballot box, it's going to have the logo and it's going to have LP. It's not logo and Labour Party. No, it's not going to spell out the whole logo, Labour Party as word to word, LABORY, then PARTY. No, it's not going to spell that. It's only have the initial LP. LP stands for Labour Party. So that's what you look for. You look for the logo and the letter LP. That is what you vote for. Okay? There's not going to be Peter Obi picture. There's not going to be Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed picture. No. It's only going to be Labour Party logo. That's Mama Papa Pekin in red and green. And it's going to say that have forward ever. And then that's where you put your thumbprint. And it's going to have LP, not Labour Party. It's going to have LP, the initial LP. L stands for Labour, P stands for Party. So Labour Party initials or Labour Party acronym is what you're going to see there, LP, okay? So look out for that and make sure you vote to the right party and put your thumbprint at the right place so that our principal, the only presidential candidate that have the intention to actually change Nigeria and have the character to actually change Nigeria and have the political will to actually change Nigeria. Because other candidates are just talk. You know, talk is cheap, but they don't have the character to come true. We cannot trust them because we have given them offices and we could not trust them. Atiku Abubakar was given the chance to be a vice president from 1999 to 2007, and we could not trust him. He sold most of Nigerian property for cheap to his friends. And he said that again in 2019. He said, even they're going to kill me, I am going to privatize all Nigerian property. Even they're going to kill me. And it's my friends not entitled to be rich, to be enriched. That is what he said in national TV. So I'm not making this up. This is Atiku Abubakar's word. As not too far ago, that was 2019, he made that comment on a national television. And he have not changed. He's still making the same comment. As a few days ago in an interview, he said he's going to privatize Nigerian properties. And privatization, according to Atiku, is selling off Nigerian property for cheap to his friends to enrich them. Is that what you want? We don't want that. That is going to impoverish Nigerians even more. Now we have 133 million Nigerians in poverty, abject poverty. We cannot have our people continue to suffer. Okay? Are you talking about Tinubu? Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State, and he looted Lagos dry. He set up Alpha Beta Company, who is still collecting money from Lagos Treasury up to this day. So is that what you want? You want him now to have another company that will be collecting money from Nigeria till my children and my children die? Is that what we want? So please vote the candidate that we can trust, Peter Obi. He have not been collecting pension since his time of as governor of Anambra State, 2006 to 2014. He saved money for the government, for the state, and the money was used to build Anambra Airport that was built last year. It was part of the money that Peter Obi saved. So don't be deceived by Soludo's comments of envy that the savings was worthless, investment was worthless to nothing. That is envy. That is a political statement out of pain that Peter Obi did not join APGA because they want Peter Obi to join APGA. They're not happy that he joined Labour Party. So disregard that unfounded comment that is false and not true. It's a twisting of the fact. So don't allow people to twist facts. Always accept true fact as pure as it is, straightforward and untwisted. Okay. Thank you very much. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Thank you, my brother. Before we continue, let me just play a clip of Peter Obi, the man that would change the narrative of Nigeria once and for all. The man that would turn Nigeria around and make us Nigerians to be proud again.
When I hand over, did it in public. We get 3 banks for Nigeria. Access Bank. I said, Managing Director, in your bank today, Anambra State government, we get $50 million, 12 billion. Diamond Bank, I get in your bank, $50 million, 12 billion. Fidelity Bank, I get $66 million, 12 billion. I do investment for companies. National Brewery, $30 million. NIPP, $59 million. This morning, Anambra State money. Give us to this man where they come. That's the new governor. And they live today. Since I live, Anambra.
God bless you, Peter Gregory Obi. I wish we could have you as our president and commander of the Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria for just 2 tenure, or if possible 3 tenure, so that Nigerians can have a break from these cankerworms who have exhausted our resources, who have milked us dry and continue to make us dry. They buy houses all over the world, but
my brother Prince, sorry for interrupting you. I have to go.
That's fine.
The servicing of my car is done. So
before you go, your final word, because the show is the program is almost over now. Your final word for the audience.
My final words. I will start by saying thank you, my brother Prince, Umadu Kankans, for inviting me to speak to my fellow Nigerians and have a heart-to-heart conversation with them on the importance of punishing the political cankerworms who have impoverished us, who have taken away our our humanity as a people. Okay, so we must punish them severely, and we can do that by voting them out this election. And if you haven't gotten your PVC, please make sure you go pick up your PVC. It's very, very important. I'm talking about PVC, not the one that Tinubu said. Go get your PVC and vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. They do not deserve another opportunity to torment us, to impoverish us, and to make us the joke of all nations. People are laughing at us as Nigerians. If you go, I was watching the World Cup. People were laughing at us as Nigeria. We could not make the World Cup. They were asking, "Where is the Super Eagle? Where is the Super Eagle?" They are making jest of us because our country is a failure. That is why even our Super Eagle cannot do well, cannot even qualify for World Cup. And educational system is a joke. ASU was on strike for 8 months, February to October, and when they came back from strike, they refused to pay the professors their full salary, and they are contemplating going back on strike. Is that the kind of country we want? No. So the leaders that make sure this continues will have to vote them out, will have to punish them, and tell them that we are not happy with them. I will never be happy with them. I will never give them another chance to continue this nonsense. And we're going to vote the right people in. Thank you very much, my brothers and sisters. And this is where I'll leave you. Thank you once again, Prince. And hopefully I will see you guys soon.
I'll see you again in our future program. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
My fellow Nigerians, we have come to the end of today's program. But before I leave, I want to leave you with some few words. One, go and pick up your PVC if you have not done so, because your PVC, that's your right to vote on 23rd of February, 25th of February, 2023. Two, shun money back politics. Vote your conscience so that we can indeed elect a credible leader. Because if we fail to do so, the blame is on you, the blame is on me, not on those who are elected through one means or the other. So we must get it right this time so that we can have a better nation that will leave behind for our children and our great-great-grandchildren. And until next week, please remain blessed.